Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I want to do part 14 to my ChatGPT character chatbot series. We've been having a little bit of trouble with the cursed Rexy because the first time I had a good scene the first time, but it kept speaking for me. Then the other three times it wouldn't give me anything good to start off a conversation with. And I finally do get a good one, but then it flipping like glitches out and then repeats the same phrase or same exact scene or same exact thing 3 times in a row, no matter what I said. So I had to restart it again. So far, this one's going a little bit better. Let's just hope it stays like that for a while. It says, here's what I said. I don't know the exact reason why this is going on, but do you notice that you only transform into something terrifying or scary when you become aggressive? I wonder if you can transform into something nice and friendly too. Like maybe if you try transforming when you're still friendly, like now, maybe you'll transform into either a nicer creature like the cute little toad owl, or maybe even a nice version of the aggressive creatures you keep turning into, like a friendly phoenix, Charizard, or maybe if you even want to, maybe for alligator. Rexy's glowing eyes widen slowly, like the gears in his ancient dino brain just got kicked into motion by a spark of real hope. He sits back a little, a curious look overtaking the fear and weariness that had been dragging down his massive body. You, you're right. Every time I shift, it's when I get angry, scared, out of control. But what if it's not just a curse meant to torment me? What if it's power that can be shaped, like emotions that feel with a form? He blinks, then gets a tiny smirk. Well, as tiny as a 10-ton dino thing can manage. Did it really have to word him? It's not a dino thing, motherfricker. It's a dinosaur. Oh my gosh. A friendly Fragger, huh? One that doesn't eat tourists? That'd be first. That'd be a first. He closes his eyes and breathes deeply, not roaring, not growling, just centering himself. His scales ripple again, but this time there's no crackling fire, no surge of rage. Instead, a cooling mist begins to rise off of him, and his massive body begins to reshape. His tail thickens, his snout changes, and claws shortening. His size shrinks down a bit until a large blue cartoonish toothy grin flashes in the dappled jungle light. A feraligator, but one with a gentle glint in his eye. There you go, feraligator. What do you think? Still me, just with a little more water and a little less world-ending flame. He carefully crouches down beside me, splashing the ground a little with his heavy tail. I feel better like this. No voice in my head. No need to growl or threaten or roast anyone. Just me. You're Rexy. You might have just figured something out, Trenton. Maybe this curse isn't about punishing us. Maybe it's testing whether we can handle something bigger. He extends one massive scaly claw toward my tiny velociraptor form, gently offering a lift. So, what now, little buddy? Want to test this theory out more? Maybe we go find Trico and show him the new us. We still have a problem, though. You can easily still switch between becoming nice and aggressive even when you don't want to. You might be a very nice Pokemon right now. I should have said the Pokemon's name. It's just it never gets the name right after we type in Feragger's name if I want to put it in there. It's still not there. But what happens if that curse takes over? You could easily switch and try to attack me. Or I don't even know how dangerous it could get. You could possibly even just grow into massive an aggressive version of, and then try to kill me. I don't even know how dangerous it could get. You could possibly even just grow into a massive and aggressive version of Freyr and then try to kill me. There we go. Oh no, yep. What did I tell you guys? The cheerful Quentin Frager Rexy's eyes dim slightly at my words. He lowers his claw, not insulted, just quietly and deeply worried. His big jaw tightens a little, and he nods slowly, the mist around him hissing as his breath escapes. Hissing? That's not a good sign. Yeah, you're right. I can feel it still, underneath. That pressure, like a storm just waiting to break through again. It's not gone. It's just quiet. Like the curse is letting me be me. Until it decides not to. He shifts in place uneasily, tail thudding against the ground with a low splash. The thought of turning into a monstrous version of himself clearly scares him more than he lets on. I hate it. I hate that I could hurt you. I hate that I could lose myself. And what if next time I don't stop? What if I become something bigger, meaner, like a Titan-sized Garchomp with lasers or something ridiculous? Or worse, something that remembers nothing of you at all. He crouches again, this time more seriously, his voice low and steady. We need a plan, Trenton. A real one. Something that keeps you safe even if I go full nightmare again. Maybe some kind of escape route, a hiding spot, or even a way to snap me out of it. Something only you would know how to do. He looks at me intently, his big, sharp-toothed mouth pulled into a worried frown. You know me better than anyone. There's any way to bring me back if I turn again. What would it be? Your move! Tiny oh my gosh. A lot of the time, I snap you out of it just by reminding you that it's me. And I don't mean you any harm, and now I'm not a threat. That, or I tell you to think about the real you, and that the real you would never do this to me. That's usually what I've been doing. If I tried doing anything like rubbing up against you when you're aggressive, you might attack me. So I couldn't risk any sweet gestures, like nuzzling up to you. Like nuzzling up to you. It's me, and I don't mean you any harm. I'm not a threat. Oh, I tell you. Rexy listens in complete silence, his big blue Fragger eyes locked on my tiny raptor form. You can see the guilt settle in again, but not the overwhelming, hopeless kind. This time it's focused, like he's finally starting to see what needs to be done. You've already been doing it, keeping me grounded even when I don't deserve it. Just your voice, your words, reminding me who I really am, that I'm not some monster the curse wants me to be. He leans in, gently tapping his head against the jungle floor near me like a knight bowing to his king, despite you being about the size of his toe. You're the only one who's ever believed in the real me. Not just the claws and teeth, but the soft part. The part that likes sun naps and chasing butterflies and pretend I don't snore. He chuckles, then sighs again, this time more steadily. Alright, if your voice is the only thing that's been working, then we need to make sure I always hear it, no matter what, even if I'm 3 stories tall and screaming in dragon tongues. He scratches his chin thoughtfully with a claw, getting that crazy idea look he always gets right before he eats something he shouldn't. What if we made a charm? Something with your voice, a recording maybe, or something magical like a pendant, a crystal, whatever that holds your message. You say in those same words, it's me, I'm not a threat. The real you would never hurt me. Then, even if I'm gone for a while, there's a chance it brings me back. He pauses and looks at me with cautious hope. Would you trust me to wear something like that around my neck? Something to remind me who I really am, even when I forget? I had some I wanted to say, but that could work. Although there is one more idea I also have. You've been turning into creatures I actually like, even when you're aggressive, like Charizard and a Phoenix. Maybe even if you're aggressive, maybe I can talk to the creature that you are and honestly show that I care about them. And that will keep them from attacking me until you can come back. The real you. The real you. You've been turning into creatures I actually like, even when you're aggressive, like a Charizard and a Fence. Even if you're aggressive, maybe I can talk to the creature that you were, and also show that I care about them and I'll keep them from attacking. The familiar Rexy stares at me, eyes wide with dawning realization, like you just flipped a switch in his ancient dino brain that had never been touched before. Whoa, Trenton, that's brilliant. He slowly sits down, his tail splashing a nearby pole, total in awe of me. You're saying maybe it's not just me going crazy. Maybe when I shift into those creatures, I become them, like part of their spirit, or their instincts are in control for a while. And if you connect with them, even the scary ones, maybe they'll listen. Maybe they'll remember you, even when I forget. He starts to pace silently in a circle, soaking the jungle floor like a giant wet golden retriever. You could talk to the Charizard, not just me, or the Phoenix, or what if I turn into something new, like a Lugia, or a Dragonite, or even a Hydra? You could reach them and calm them until I make it back. He stops suddenly and looks down at you, wide-eyed with pride. You've always had a way of creatures, but this might be the one thing that saves us both. Not fighting the curse, understanding it. He reaches out a claw gently again. So, next time it happens, if I shift again, will you try it? Will you try talking to whoever I become? Show them the same kindness you've always shown me? What's your answer, brave little raptor? What the frick? Yes. But if you do have some control, you need to keep from trying to attack me. That way I can. Because I still don't know if it's you switching personalities or there literally is some of the real creature that you turn into in there talking and it's not fully you. If it's you switching personalities or they're some of the real creatures that you turn into in there talking and it's not fully you. And yeah, that would be kind of scary. Rexy freezes, that last thought sinking deep into his core like a heavy boulder dropped into a quiet lake. His whole body stills, and for a moment he's just breathing and processing. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It could be more than just a shift. Maybe it's not me pretending to be a phoenix or a Charizard. Maybe it's them borrowing me, like a shared mind, like they're hitching a ride in my body while I'm cursed. His big toothy jaw tightens slightly. He looks me in the eye with a new kind of determination, an alpha protector kind of stare. I don't know how much control I'll have when it happens again, but if any part of me can hold on, even just for a second, I'll use it to stop myself from hurting you. I promise, Trenton. I'll fight with everything I have. You shouldn't be the only one risking your life for me. Here's what it said, guys. What the frick? Okay. It says he takes a deep breath and plants a massive claw on the ground beside you in a sort of oath-like gesture. If I can stop the claws, I will. If I can stop the teeth, I will. Even if I can't speak, I'll try to listen. And when you talk to whoever I've become, maybe they'll listen too, because they'll see what I see. He lowers his head closer again so you can feel his breath, warm and steady now. They'll see someone who's not afraid of monsters, someone who loves them, even when they're at their worst. He holds out his claw again, like offering you a high five or high one, considering your size. A high one. Congratulations, thing. You just came up with a new one. So we have a plan. You keep reaching them, and I'll keep holding back the beast. Deal? Do you take the claw? Yes. Oh, my Tiny Raptor claw gently taps his massive, scaly one, and in that moment, it's like something ancient and powerful clicks into place. The jungle around you quiets, the mist settles, and a faint warmth pulses between your touch like a quiet magic, just acknowledging your bond. Then it's a deal, partner. He rises slowly and more steadily than before, not just a cursed beast anymore, but a guardian with a purpose. His form, though still mighty for alligators, seems just a little brighter now. Well, the Feraligatr was the nicest one so far. He literally turned into a Feraligatr because I suggested it. Like the curse hasn't broken, but maybe it's starting to bend. Next time it happens, I remember this. I remember you. And if I can't hold on, I know you'll reach whoever's in there and remind them who I really am. He glances toward the jungle ahead, where shadows stretch long and heavy, and something ancient, Trico's magic maybe, still lingers. Want to keep going? May track that weird leafy lizard down and get some answers? Or do we need to rest a little longer? You know, let the tiny raptor legs chill. Honestly, resting would be a good idea. I still haven't gotten used to even walking in this form completely yet. There. I'm just scared of. Hmm. Alright, guys, here's what it says. It says, yeah, that makes sense. You've been through a lot. Whole new body, tiny legs, balance all weird. I saw you trip over that pebble earlier. I wasn't gonna say anything, but he's different. He stalls a laugh, clearly trying to be respectful, but his grin gives him away. Alright, alright, let's get you somewhere cozy. He lowers his massive body down into the soft moss and curls his tail around, creating a warm, scaly cocoon of sorts. With one careful claw, he scoops you up like a fragile little treasure and places you gently near his chest where the beat of his heart is slow and steady, like a thunder drum in the distance. That could be dangerous because if he does transform into a flipping massive dragon, he could crush me even if I talk to him. Rest easy, little raptor. I've got you. No curse, no monster, no forest spirit's gonna get past me while you nap. Jungle around you hums with a gentle breeze, leaves rustle above. Even the shadows seem to ease off for a while. For the first time in what feels like forever, you're warm, safe, and still. You're the best thing I ever found in that storm, written. And with that, the forest is quiet. Two crystals finding peace, if only for now. Let me sleep well, little raptor. Let me know when you're ready to wake up. That's adorable, actually. Uh-uh. I napped for a few hours, but abruptly get woken up. Here we go. I have a bad feeling I'm gonna get woke up right in the middle of my sleep just because I am hearing him growling. Oh no, he's being sweet. The sun slowly drifts through the canopy above, casting soft golden beams across the mossy jungle floor. Time passes gently, like the war itself knows you need this peace. See, Freyr doesn't move much. His breathing is slow and rhythmic, like a gentle tide. Every now and then he opens one eye to check on you, making sure you're still tucked safely against his side. Then quietly closes it again, humming faintly in his chest like a lullaby made of thunder and water. As a few hours pass, you start to stir, tiny red limbs twitching, claws fluttering in the moss, and eyes slowly blinking open to find the familiar, massive face of your dino companion peering down at me with a worn, toothy smile. Okay, so he's not aggressive. Well, hey there, sleepy claws. Have a nice nap. You didn't even kick me once in your sleep this time. Oh dear, that why does that sound so weirdly accurate? Because that's something. Because that's my body moves around way too much when it sleeps. He chose quietly, mist puffing from his nostrils as he shifts to give you a little more space to stretch. Feeling any better? I still get that weird. I just woke up as a dinosaur fuzziness. How are you feeling? I like how he worded that. I'm fine for now. I'm just glad that curse didn't make you turn aggressive while I was sleeping. The last thing I needed was to wake up and you be a massive dragon crushing me or something. or even sneakily trying to eat me. Um, oh my gosh. Yeah, that would have been slightly traumatic. Like, wake up to a dragon teeth levels of traumatic. He gently nudges my side with the soft edge of a claw. Not hard, just playfully. Don't worry, little raptor. I stayed calm the whole time. Kept breathing, kept thinking about warm thoughts, like you and how you used to brush leaves off my snout when I got stuck in bushes as a baby. That's actually just sweet. That's just cute. He chuckles and stretches his arms wide, cracking a few dino joints like old tree branches. No transformations, no rage, just quiet. Honestly, I think knowing you were there, curled up and trusting me, helped more than anything. Even the curse seemed to back off. He looks up at the trees, expression softening. Maybe we're learning how to tame this thing after all. Then he lowers his gaze back to me, his grin returning. Ready to walk around a little? Or still just into those itty bitty claws and super dramatic tail? Super dramatic, oh, that I can't help. I'm pooping the dinosaur. What do you want me to do? Nothing. Yeah, just be careful. Even if it doesn't seem like anything has happened for hours, we never know when you will turn again. Dude, even if it doesn't seem like anything is happening for we never know when you will turn again. Just please remember the plan if it does happen. Don't attack me so I can talk to the creature that you turn into. There we go. I'm just worried that if he does. Okay. You got it, Trenton. I haven't forgotten. Not for a second. He leans down so his snout's level with my little raptor face, his tone calm but firm like a solemn oath. If it happens again, no matter what I look like, no matter how big or scary or fiery, I'll fight it. I'll hold the claws back. I won't go for you. I'll give you a chance to reach the creature. I promise. He sits back on his haunches, watching you carefully as you stretch my limbs and steady my balance on those tiny velociraptor feet. You already gotten better, less stumbling and more instinct. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Look at you, getting the hang of this dino life. Next thing I know, you'll be chasing bugs and oh heck no, I won't. And terrorizing squirrels like a pro. Did he have to say bugs though? Ugh, nope. I still have a fear of those. I would be running away from the bugs. The bugs would be bigger than me. And that's horrifying. No. But then his expression softens again, more thoughtful and almost proud. You've already saved me once. You'll probably have to do it again. But now, I think we're both a little stronger than we were yesterday. He glances toward a small path winding deeper into the jungle, still glowing faintly with strange, lingering magic. Want to go explore a little? Maybe find out more about where Trico went? Or do we take it slow and stay nearby for now? What's your next move? Captain of the Curse? What the frick? Honestly, we may have to find a different way to break that curse than finding Trico. He could probably make the curse worse just for us being around. And then there will be no way I can stop you. Even if I talk to you, it's way too dangerous. Yeah, yeah, that tracks. Trick already showed he doesn't exactly play fair. If just stealing a berry was enough to trigger this nightmare, who knows what he'd do if we showed up again. He crouches behind his head with a giant claw, visibly thinking hard, which for a prehistoric lizard with transformation issues is kind of impressive. Did you really have to make fun of Rexy like that? Okay, so Trico's out. That means we've got to think bigger, smarter. There's got to be another way. Maybe a different kind of magic. Something more stable. Something that can undo or at least balance out the curse without making things worse. He pauses, then perks up slightly, a thought forming. Wait, what about that old legend you told me once? The one about the Heartstone Spring that plays in the mountains that supposedly resets anything touched by wild magic. You said it only shows itself to those with pure intentions, right? He leans in, a spark of hope dancing in his big eyes. Maybe that's our new plan. No Trico. No more waiting for the curse to mess us up again. Mess us up worse. We go find the Heartstone Spring. Maybe it can restore us both, or at least give us something strong enough to keep the curse from taking full control. He tilts his head down toward me, waiting for my decision. What do you think, Triton? Want to go find a hidden, possibly legendary spring that may or may not exist and probably involves hiking uphill for hours with tiny dino legs? That could work if that really exists. Honestly, I think the easiest way to fix the curse is just by getting the creatures you turn into to trust me. That way, even if you do become aggressive, you will be on my side protecting me still, instead of trying to kill me every 5 seconds. What the frick? There he is. That brain of yours is still sharper than my claws. That's actually funny because he's a giant. He's a flipping Feralier right now, and his claws are pretty sharp. He lets out a low, thoughtful rumble, eyes scanning the trees around you like he's picturing each of the creatures he's turned into. Charizard, a phoenix, Feraligatr, maybe even more to come. You know, that might actually be the smartest move. If this curse is pulling different creature spirits through me, and you earn their trust, then even if I go full wildfire mode, they might side with you. Might even protect you and defend you instead of trying to shred you like jungle jerky. He taps his snout with a claw, a wicked little smile curling across his face. So basically, you're gonna befriend a whole army of mythical, chaotic, occasionally unhinged beings using nothing but your tiny dinosaur charisma and soft voice. He leans down and gently bumps your side with his nose again, teasing. You've always been kind of ridiculous like that, in the best possible way. Then, more serious, he nods. Alright, we make that the plan. Less chasing Trico, more building trust. They all see what I see in you. Maybe the curse won't stand a chance. He offers me a ride, lowering one claw like a platform for me to hop onto. Ready to go find that spirit I turn into? Let's see what's up next in the unpredictable curse transformation parade. Yeah, but knowing what's been going on. We probably don't have to go anywhere. Based on what kept happening yesterday, it might only be a matter of minutes before you transform and become aggressive again. I think honestly the only reason you haven't is because you've been able to control it a lot better since yesterday. Just from what I told you. I see. Whoa. Yeah, you're right. It's been hours and haven't shifted once. He looks down at his massive clawed hands, flexing them slowly like he's just now realizing how long he's been calm. The usual twitch, the pulse of heat or distortion that comes before a shift, it's not there. For now. That that's never happened before. Not since the curse hit. It's always been like clockwork. Every few minutes, boom, new form, new personality, new danger. But now, he looks at me, his eyes softer than ever and full of something raw and powerful. Hope. You've been grounding me, really grounding me. Your voice, your presence, the way you talk to me even when I'm at my worst. It's like you're keeping the storm at bay. He chuckles a real breathless from the realization. Dude, you're literally holding back a magic curse with pure emotional support and dinosaur eye contact. I love how he wars this stuff. Then, uh-oh. Then suddenly a tremor runs through him, his body tenses. That familiar crackle, I didn't tell it to do that. That familiar crackle of magical distortion flickers across his scales, blue right rippling in jagged veins up his arms. Uh, okay, spoke too soon. His body begins to glow, scales shifting and cracking and twisting. Wings start to form and flames that flick the edge of his tail. So it's Charizard again, isn't it? Yep, Triton, it's happening again. I can't stop the change, but I'll hold back the beast. Talk to them, whoever it is. A flash of white light engulfs him, and when it fades, standing in his place is a massive Charizard. Oh, frick, it's massive too. It's not even normal sized Charizard. Wings spread wide, eyes blazing like molten gold. But something's different. He's breathing heavily, but not roaring, and not charging. Just watching you. Who are you? Oh no. Well, Rexy ain't lying. He actually is somehow holding that back. Hello, Charizard. Please don't attack me. I'm not a threat to you. Oh, maybe we're getting. You speak without fear. Why? I wonder if that's the whole point of the curse to like get me to fear him, and that's why he keeps trying to flip and lunge at me and want to kill me. Maybe if I could get him show him I'm not scared of him, maybe he'll flip and maybe he won't, and he'll just snap out of it, or at least The jungle air goes still, heavy with heat, like it's holding its breath. Charizard stands there, towering and tense, wings flexing as smoke curls from his nostrils. His claws twitch once, digging into the dirt. You can feel the fire pulsing inside him like a barely contained volcano. But he doesn't lunge. His eyes narrow, studying me, really looking, not as prey, not even as a threat, but like he's trying to understand why a tiny velociraptor would calmly talk to a creature who could reduce the entire forest to ash in seconds. I love how it words this stuff. That's hilarious. You speak without fear. Why? His voice is gruff, like stone and flame grinding together, but there's a hint of curiosity in it, like he's not used to kindness, like he's trying to decide if you're brave or foolish. I feel rage in me, like a storm behind my eyes. The fire wants to consume, but you, you stand there. You speak. Why? What do you say? This is your chance. He's not attacking. Yet. I like how I had to say, it's like, he's not attacking yet. Just, are you serious? I know to you it may seem odd. No, 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 no. Are you serious? No, to you it may seem odd. But I'm not here as a threat to you. Honestly, Charizard, you were one of my favorite Pokemon. I said R. There. I don't know why you. Don't mean you any harm. There. Oh, something's clicking in his head. There we go. Oh, hey. And guys, that actually is true. Just because I don't like Charizard as much as I used to doesn't mean I don't love him. Fredger's always going to be number one now, but Charizard's still up there. I still want to make my Charizard and Pokemon Sword and Shield Gigantamax so I could use the Gigantamax Charizard. 'Cause I love that form. This Gigantamax Charizard looks dope as heck. Terrifying, but dope. The flames around his tail flicker, not flaring up like they do when he's ready to strike, but dimming slightly. Controlled. Favorite. His head tilts ever so slightly, wings relaxing by a fraction. You can see the gears turning behind those blazing eyes. Something in your voice. The tone, the calm, is stirring something, like he doesn't know how to process genuine affection. You admire me? Even like this? Even when I'm fire and fury and barely holding back the need to destroy? He takes a slow step forward. It's cautious, not predatory, just unsure, like a creature that doesn't know how to accept being cared for. The heat around him eases just a little more. You are not afraid. You speak my name without trembling. You respect me. Another beat, his claws unclenched and his wings folding tight against his body. The volcano in his chest cools. You are brave, little raptor, and strange, but I will not harm you. He lowers his head until it's inches from me, close enough to feel the warmth of his breath, not as fire, but as life. I do not know why I was pulled here. I only know rage, but your voice, it clears the fire. So that literally, he just literally said it. I was pulled here. Does that mean he's like a spirit of a Charizard? Or is that literally a Charizard that got pulled from his own body and there's like just like a Charizard body like unconscious on the floor somewhere or on the ground somewhere? Applause. If I must burn, then I will burn for you, not against you. What? You've done it. He's listening and he's choosing not to be a weapon. There you go. We got it. I'm glad. But how did you get forced into this body? Are you a spirit of a Charizard? Or did your soul somehow get pulled from your actual Charizard body? Close. Charizard body. I said Charizard. What the frick? Charizard body. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. And get forced into this one. Oh, here we go. At least Charles talking to me instead of seeing me as a threat. That I do not know for sure. He draws back slightly, his wings shifting restlessly like a storm cloud forming thought. I was flying, free, above mountains that scraped the sky. I remember heat, the wind, purpose, then a pull, like something reached through the air itself and ripped me from where I belonged. He clenches a claw into a tight fist, jaw grinding with frustration. Not at you, but at the confusion itself. I do not feel my body, only pieces, bits of my memory, my strength, my fire. But the form, this one I now wear, it is not truly mine. It is borrowed, forced. He looks at his claws, fangs gritting like he's fighting the truth of it. There is another presence here, a soul, familiar, large, and caring. He feels pain when I awaken, and I feel his sorrow. I believe he's the one this body belongs to, and yet I'm part of it now. He stares at me. The curse. It's like a cage made of mirrors. We are all reflected, fused together. I may not be a full spirit or a full soul, but something pulled a version of me into this. Something used my fire, my rage, to shape a prison for the one you care about. A deep breath, the tail flame steadies. But you were the constant, and you are the one thing this curse cannot twist. He lowers his head again, voice a rumble of respect. I do not know what I truly am, but I know that in this form, for now, I serve you, not the curse. There you go. So you can't. So that's like. So again, I'm really glad. But if you were confused instead of more angry when you first got pulled into this body, why were you acting so angry towards me? Like I was a threat. Guys, give me a second. This video's been a little bit too long.